Okay, Mercedes W463 G500. Let's talk about cup holders. Everybody will admit the originals are crap. This passenger one is almost useless unless you've got something in a bottle. The driver's one, well, it doesn't leave a lot of room for passengers, and if a passenger shifts sideways and torques on this, it cracks and now is kind of useless. But I think I've got a solution. If you look above the top of the wood in the dash, between the trim pieces, this is obviously for the 463 chassis. If you've got a different dash layout, this obviously isn't for you. But there is room in there. Actually, that's just a card. Where's a credit card type of thing? Okay. Will fit in there all the way along, really deep under the vents. So there's like that much room, and it's fairly thick. So a piece of stainless steel and mounting a cup holder up there, if you can find the right cup holder, which I think I found, and I will show you in a minute. It will involve removing obviously the wooden dash bezel there, which is not really a big deal, it just kind of pops out. And then finding a suitable cup holder, which I think I have found from a boat supply place. I'll show you in 2 seconds. It's Invincible Marine. It's like 15 bucks, and it's like a multi-swinging basket badooey. Goes in every direction. And the original cup holder from the G Wagon has this rubber insert, and that fits perfectly inside this thing. Obviously it's old and dirty. You just cover this with some rubber restore stuff and it'll be black and perfect in no time. So just mounting it on, it also comes with one hand, this little thing. Obviously I'm not going to leave them blue, I'm going to paint them black. That just slides into there. So mounting this on a little on a stainless steel piece that goes down, curves, and then goes down in that slot between the on the dashboard, and then curve it again, and there will be a spot to bolt it back there, and it'll just come up, and this thing will hang. Ooh, listen to the thunder. We're gonna have some more weather. And this thing, I can choose to hang it from wherever. Ugh. One-handed, sorry, on the dash, and just get rid of this thing altogether. Take these two bolts out, get rid of it altogether. It's kind of a pain. It does intrude on passenger space when passengers are in here. They're bumping into it all the time. It's just in their way, and that will be much better for me. I drink coffee constantly. If I'm driving, I have a cup of coffee with me. End of story. I drink like 6 extra larges a day. I know it's wrong. Anyway, we're gonna work on that and be back in a few minutes. Okay, removing the dash bezel, 2 little screws. Once you open your ashtray, there's 2 little screws. See the hole there and the hole there. Oops, money falling out. There's 2 little screws. They're Phillips head on the top, and then with a plastic pry tool, pry your diff lock switches out, and then behind there, there's 1 Phillips headed screw. That simply pops out. Bend this little metal tab down, and then we're just going to lift the whole thing out. I'll try and just pop this thing here while I do it. Stay. So pull out on the bottom gently, and then, oh crap, got to be in gear, and pull it back into neutral, and then slide. Now we can see on the back there are spots to screw a mount to. As long as the mount's up flush under there. Now I can't really hear. This is like a really weirdly engineered little piece of plastic. It just looks like such an afterthought that Mercedes put on there. But yeah, that's there and that's what it's for. Be very careful of these little clips in here that go into these fingers here. Yeah, if you try to remove these, you are going to lose them in the dash. There's 4 of them. There's 2 on each side at the top, and oh, looks like I lost one on the bottom. Or is it still attached? No, one is missing on the bottom, right there. They're a pain in the ass. Pull them out, pop them onto the back, onto the little pins on the back before you push it back in. If you push in on that there, they're probably going to just shoot into the back of the dash, and you will never, and when I say never, you'll never get them. You can't. You won't. You use a magnetic fishing tool. I've done it before. I've popped a couple of these off, and they went into Never Never Land, and I could not, no matter what, find them. They're down there. They're in there somewhere. But you can never find them. This goes so deep and so far down, there's so much stuff, you'll never find them. Can't say never, because God knows. But anyway, we've got a basis to work from here. I think I'm going to go, I can't really go over there. So I think I'm going to mount to this second one and up in front. I mean, how often do you use your diff lock switches, to be honest? So if there's a cup holder sitting in front of it, yeah, who cares? There's a little build sheet in here. God knows what it's for. Anyway, I'm going to jury rig something up, and we will figure that out in a minute. Okay, so far what I've got is an angled steel bracket. This is going to be painted before we put it in. I'm not leaving it bare steel. And I think I'm going to paint that cup holder thing that's chrome. I'm going to paint that flat black. Or gloss, I'm not sure which. Maybe semi-gloss, right in the middle. So anyway, this is going to mount back on that screw there. There's very little room to work with. Everything has its space under this dashboard. That plug has its own hole to go in. Everything has to have space, and that is the only spot there's going to be space back there, is right there. Possibly a little right here, but I'm just going to use it there so it can't torque sideways once it's back flat against this inner piece. It's not going to be able to move. Oh, sorry, this is mounted to a magnet for me to weld it. This is a stainless steel rod. I've welded a screw on top. I'm going to finish this up with a file and pretty it up once everything's together with a screw on top, and that's going to screw into the original mount on the cup holder. I'm taking the original mount off and bolting that on. And this is just going to simply weld on like that. So it will pop out and mount like that. Anyway, I will show you once further progress is made. Okay, just mocking it up, trying it out before putting it in permanently. I'm not sure that I like the gimbal. I don't think I need it. I may just weld those 2 pins permanently there and then grind them off and then paint that thing. It does hold. It's got the Mercedes little rubber sock in it still, so it does. It's a venti. Starbucks. It semi-blocks off the heated seat. Not really the rear view or rear windscreen wiper, but heated seat, yeah, blocks that off. But without the sock in it, it's kind of just flops around everywhere. But can of Coke. Yeah, the gimbal is just kind of ridiculous, I think. Yeah, sorry. It just keeps rocking against the dashboard. It's going to be tapping into it. And, well, it doesn't tap the dashboard, it taps that little, oops, this little metal piece on the bottom. It taps into that. But I think that would drive me nuts, so I think I'm just going to weld it straight out. And it'll sit there, and I'm going to paint the whole thing black. It's easily removable if I hate it. And I'll just swap back to this one if I hate it. But Yeah, it's not going to be in the way for driving. No, hands aren't going to hit it. So anyway, let's continue forward. Well, didn't like the whole gimbal deal, so welded it all together. It fits. I'm going to try it out. I'm going to try once. Well, now that I know that it fits and works, I'm going to dress all the welds, pretty it up, and paint it. Out of there, you. Looking nasty right now, but I just have to pretty it up. I'm not a professional welder. I can weld, I can make metal stick together, but in order to make it pretty, I got to do some grinding. Anyway, I'm going to grind this, make it pretty, and done. Paint it. Paint it black. Large coffee cup. I still have the original rubber from the Mercedes cup holder in there. And taking that thing off leaves a big scabby scar, because this is like pot metal or aluminum, and it's dug into the vinyl on the side of the center console over the years. The little ribbing in it is dug in. It looks terrible if you take it off and leave it off. Anyway, there it is, holding a large coffee cup. Not an issue. Let's put something little in there. One of these, I don't know, anti-energy drinks. Well, that's like a super skinny can type of deal, so that's not going to fit normally anyway. Coffee fits, that's all that matters. Yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Again, it can be popped out in 10 minutes and removed if I really hate it, if I find I despise it. Thanks for watching. Okay, found a regular Coke can to show. Bah. Pop. No problem. Shakes the tiny, it's in there. Actually, the tiniest bit loose. But I took the fingers on this rubber sock from the old Mercedes one, and I just turned it inside out like a sock, and cut down those little fingers on the side. If you've ever stuck a coffee cup or like a Starbucks or anything in there, a Starbucks venti, even if you're still using the original bag and you've got that, like, it just grabs it and you can't get it out. And trimming down the little thingies holds a lot better. Depends on what you use normally inside your cup holder. Anyway, thank you again for watching. I promise I won't say it again. That's it.